Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. B&B spoilers. Poppy's apartment demolition ends in death. The Bold and the Beautiful has a summer grand finale lined up, and it all starts at Poppy Nozawa's, Romy Park's, apartment. Viewers know that Poppy's building is set to be demolished, and B&B spoilers say the blast will tie together numerous storylines. Will someone die an explosive death on Bold and Beautiful this summer? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa is having some sort of mental health crisis. Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, is having some sort of mental health crisis. It makes sense that she might go back to the apartment to search for more information about her real dad, Tom Star, Clint Howard. Hopefully Poppy's daughter doesn't wind up trapped in the apartment when the wrecking ball starts swinging. B&B spoilers. El Giardino killer strikes again. Then there's another more sinister alternative. Could the El Giardino killer decide to tie up a few loose ends and use the demolition as another murder cover-up? The killer has already faked 2 overdoses. An accidental death by demolition sounds right up their alley. But Bold and the Beautiful viewers have no idea who the real killer is at this point. Poppy Nozawa is in custody, Luna is running around off her rocker, and Lai Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, still looks pretty shady. Whoever the killer is, one thing is for certain: Katie Logan, Heather Tom, has become a thorn in their side. According to B&B rumors, the killer could lure Katie to Poppy's building and somehow trap her inside when the demolition crews start up the bulldozers and cranes. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Is Poppy Nozawa innocent after all? Also, if Poppy is innocent, then that means there's still a cold-blooded killer running the streets of Los Angeles, and no one is safe. Do you think someone will die in the demolition on The Bold and the Beautiful? If Poppy isn't the killer, then who is? In the glitzy, high-stakes world of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers, danger has a way of creeping into even the most luxurious lives. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful the drama reaches a fever pitch as Poppy's apartment becomes ground zero for a shocking twist that no one saw coming, one that could end in death. Poppy Winters, the enigmatic new face in town, has been stirring up quite a storm since she arrived. With her mysterious past and a knack for getting under everyone's skin, she's quickly become the person everyone loves to hate. But as Poppy's secrets begin to unravel, it becomes clear that she's not just another troublemaker, she's a ticking time bomb. It all starts when Luna, who has been suspicious of Poppy from the start, decides to dig deeper into her past. Luna has always had a nose for trouble, and something about Poppy just doesn't sit right with her. After a chance discovery of a hidden compartment in Poppy's apartment, Luna stumbles upon something that sends chills down her spine. A set of blueprints for the very apartment building they're standing in, along with notes that suggest Poppy has been planning something catastrophic. Desperate to stop whatever Poppy has in store, Luna rushes to confront her. But when she arrives at Poppy's apartment, she finds the door ajar and the place eerily quiet. As Luna steps inside, the tension is palpable. The normally pristine apartment is in disarray, furniture overturned, papers scattered everywhere, and a strange metallic smell in the air. "Poppy?" Luna calls out, her voice trembling as she navigates through the wreckage. There's no answer, only the faint sound of something dripping in the kitchen. As Luna approaches the source of the sound, her heart pounds in her chest. The kitchen is a scene of chaos: broken glass on the floor, cabinets hanging open, and in the sink, a steady drip of water from a faucet that's been left running. But it's what's in the sink that makes Luna gasp. A crimson stain, stark against the white porcelain. Suddenly, a creak from behind startles her, and Luna spins around to find Poppy standing in the doorway, her eyes wild and her hands trembling. "What have you done, Poppy?" Luna demands, her voice barely above a whisper. Poppy's lips curl into a twisted smile, but there's a desperation in her eyes. "You wouldn't understand, Luna. You never understood." Luna takes a step back, fear gripping her as she realizes that Poppy is holding something behind her back. "What are you planning, Poppy? What's with the blueprints?" Poppy's smile falters, and for a moment, she looks almost human, vulnerable. "It was never supposed to be like this," she murmurs, more to herself than to Luna, "but they didn't give me a choice." Before Luna can react, Poppy lunges at her, revealing the object she's been hiding, a detonator. Luna barely has time to register what's happening before she's fighting for her life, struggling to wrestle the device from Poppy's grip. The two women grapple, the detonator slipping from their hands and clattering to the floor. In the chaos, Luna manages to push Poppy away, sending her crashing into a table, but the struggle is far from over. As they both scramble for the detonator, the tension is electric, the stakes higher than ever. Meanwhile, across town, the Forresters are blissfully unaware of the impending disaster. Ridge and Brooke are locked in yet another heated argument, this time over Ridge's latest business decision. Taylor is busy playing peacemaker, while Steffi and Finn are preoccupied with their own marital woes. But the calm is shattered when a frantic call from Luna's phone reaches the Forrester mansion. It's not Luna on the other end, but a breathless, panicked voice they barely recognize. "Poppy. Help me, she's going to." The line goes dead. Ridge is the first to react, his heart sinking as he hears the fear in Poppy's voice. Despite their differences, he knows he can't ignore a cry for help. He grabs his keys and rushes out the door, with Brooke and Taylor close behind. Back at the apartment, Luna has managed to gain the upper hand. She's holding the detonator, but Poppy's words echo in her mind. "They didn't give me a choice." What does that mean? Who is they? And what kind of pressure has Poppy been under? Just as Luna is about to demand answers, the apartment door bursts open and Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor come barreling in. The sight of the detonator in Luna's hand and the destruction around them leaves them momentarily speechless. "Luna, what are you doing?" Brooke asks, her voice filled with concern. Luna shakes her head, tears streaming down her face. "I don't know, she had this, she was going to." Before she can finish, Poppy seizes the opportunity and charges at Luna once more, the two women crashing into the coffee table. The detonator flies out of Luna's hand, skidding across the floor toward Ridge. Ridge dives for it, but Poppy is quicker. She grabs the detonator, her finger hovering over the button, a crazed look in her eyes. "Don't do it, Poppy," Ridge shouts, his voice laced with urgency. But it's too late. Poppy's resolve is shattered, her grip on reality slipping away. With a final defiant cry, she presses the button. The world seems to slow down in that moment. There's a deafening silence as everyone braces for the worst. But then, nothing. No explosion, no destruction. Just the sound of Poppy's labored breathing as she stares at the device in disbelief. "It didn't work," she whispers, her voice broken. "It was all for nothing." Ridge carefully approaches her, gently taking the detonator from her hands. "It's over, Poppy," he says softly. "Whatever you were trying to do, it's over." But as the tension begins to dissipate, a new horror emerges. From the shadows of the apartment, a figure steps forward, someone none of them had noticed until now. A man, tall and imposing, with a cold, calculating look in his eyes. "Not quite," he says, his voice sending a chill through the room. This was just the beginning. As everyone turns to face this new threat, it becomes clear that Poppy was never the real danger. She was just a pawn in a much larger game, one that's only just beginning to unfold. The apartment may have been spared, but the nightmare is far from over, and before it's done, someone might pay the ultimate price. In the coming days, the residents of Los Angeles will find themselves drawn into a web of deceit, betrayal, and death. Poppy's apartment was only the first domino to fall, and as the mystery deepens, no one will be safe from the fallout.